you want to dive into this recap
Let's do
Married at
it.
First Sight's reunion? Recap of a recap of a recap?
Oh my God.
So the first thing I'll say, I thought it was really cool how they filmed the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty seamless. It looked like they were all in the same space, the host and the couples, but they were in two different locations talking through a screen.
It looked like they were in the same place though, which was cool.
Yeah. Because at this point we've seen so many COVID Zoom reunions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought this was one of the better ones in terms of how it was filmed.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing I want to say. All right, so we have Virginia and Eric. They dive into them first. They pretty much came with no
progress. They are exactly the same as they were before.
You can tell they're still dealing with the same issues.
Yep.
They say they came with their same, PC answers on deck.
Yep.
Virginia, we have a healthy amount of disagreements. We're still very happily married. But we do learn post-decision day, Virginia did move into the condo.
Yep.
And she seems to have been making it work. She seems like she likes it. They turned the guest room into the cat's room.
Yeah.
And her closets. Can you imagine having a guest room that now is being overrun by 3 cats?
Cats.
And you paid for a condo with 2-3 bedrooms.
Right.
Now to have one of them be like a pet room.
Oh,
I can't. So
and for your significant other to be like, well, this is, this will do.
This will do,
I guess.
Right? God, cats got their own damn room. But yeah, she seems open to the condo more. She was very adamantly against it before, but she's like, the more we stay, the more we fix it up, the more we're making it ours, and it's all good. Eric also seems to be okay with the cats, at least. And then the host, this host, I like him. I don't remember his name, this black guy.
Kevin
I like him.
Fitzgerald, I don't know. But he was quite passive with Sharon Osbourne, which made me very upset.
People were saying that. I didn't know what that... I think I saw somebody put that in the Facebook group. What was that?
She had an interview with him very shortly after. She was on the reel, screaming at... Oh my gosh, what is her name? No.
No, she's not the View.
She's on the reel. Oh gosh.
The black lady.
The black lady on the reel, yes.
Oh, I think this was during the Piers Morgan thing.
Yes. Yes.
Defending him to the death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God. It was either the reel or the talk. I forget.
One of those, yeah.
One of those. But Underwood. Cheryl Underwood. Icon.
Cheryl Underwood, yes.
Icon. Oh my God. Sorry, Cheryl. Queen of comedy. Yeah, and after she was going at her crazy, obviously racist, just showing her whole ass.
Yeah.
And then how racist white women do. Probably no less than 12 business days later, had a sit-down interview with Kevin talking about it, and Kevin was like, "Oh, I understand, much like Emmanuel Ocho, very passive towards the white fragility, I would say."
Right. Trying to make her feel comfortable.
Yep.
In the moment where she should be feeling the discomfort.
Right. Yeah, but he did a good job with this, though.
With this, though, he was real messy.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
He was good. He was like, Virginia, let's talk about that alcohol addiction. That's the way he said stuff. He didn't say it like that, but the way he phrased stuff, I was like, ooh. Caught them. But yeah, of course she was like, well, I love my wine. It's not really an issue. And Eric is like, yeah, she goes out with her friends, but it's not really an issue. And, just came prepared with their answers, against that.
Yeah.
Same with the controlling. They talked about Eric being controlling. It was like, it's all fine now. They brought out Eric's mom, who came out. And I totally forgot the moment where Virginia sat in front of this woman and told her that she was 50-50 on having kids.
Yeah. And they still don't look like they all the way together to me.
Eric and Virginia?
Virginia's mom and Virginia.
Oh, and Virginia.
Eric's mom and Virginia, yeah.
And Virginia. Yeah, I don't know. Virginia was saying on the reunion that she's still, like, no kids, not even in 2 years. Let's keep in mind, Eric is 35. His mama is probably deep in her 60s. Like, they are both very ready for kids. And Virginia is still on the reunion talking about she needs more than 2 years. So if it ain't an issue now, it's going to be an issue soon because...
Yeah.
Like... I don't know. Best luck with that one. But the mom like brought up the fact that she had like open heart surgery last year and like she really wants grandkids. Like she's not letting up on
girl.
That, so.
Oh my God.
Talk about laying on the guilt.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, get over it. Virginia does not care about that.
I don't give a shit. But yeah, that was Eric and Virginia. Seemed to be singing a song that everything's all good. Clara and Ryan. Everything's great. No complaints. That's literally what she said.
This is the same story.
Same. They consistent though. They've been singing this same song.
Yes. Yep.
Also not really talking through that. There was no resolve. Like the host brought up the issue of religion and if they have kids, how would they raise it? And Ryan's answer was pretty much, well, we're not having kids anytime soon, so we're still figuring it out. It's like, y'all still haven't talked about nothing? Or y'all just don't want to share nothing?
What you said. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what's actually going on. So then this part was very bizarre to me. First, Clara announces that they're getting remarried, which I was like, oh, that's really nice.
Did you say that?
I thought it was, because they've done that before with Married at First Sight couples, where the guy will like re-propose, like they'll do it their way now, not with the process. So I was like, oh, that's cute. They're planning a remarriage ceremony, whatever. But then it got weird when the host was like, so Ryan, like, have you said I love you yet? And that nigga still hasn't told her he loves her, but they planning a remarriage ceremony?
Yeah. Yep. I knew it. They probably haven't smashed cakes either. He probably hasn't smashed them cakes neither. I'm so tired of them. I am so tired of them lying on my TV. I am tired of this. Oh
my God. That was very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. The host called out how bizarre it is. Like, you guys are planning a vow renewal, but you still haven't declared your love for this woman. Like, where do they do that at? That makes no sense.
It's crazy.
And Ryan is still singing his song of bullshit. And then the messy ass host, Kevin, he flat out says to Ryan, do you love her? Just put baby in a corner real quick. And Ryan literally had no choice but to say, yes, I love her. And so he was forced in that moment to say, I love you. I mean, he could have not said it, but then that would have been weird as fuck.
I guess. It would be worse. I'm just thinking about Clara's mental health. It would be worse for Clara to only hear it on this reunion, on this couch, with this mustache.
Horrible that she was forced into saying it, and she has to accept this as her first I love you.
Yes, and probably only for a while, because I doubt it. Yes, until he's actually for real. For him to say, you know what, Kevin, that's like kind of a lot for us right now. This is not an appropriate question. Well, we'll film the vow renewal.
You could have gone that route.
Yeah.
You could have, that was so awkward. I was like, damn, they're going to force him to say I love you right now. He fell for it.
Yeah.
And then, on the topic of sex, they still refuse to talk about it. They still refuse to say if they've done it or not.
Because they haven't.
Yeah, we ain't really get much out of
them. That's okay. Yeah. It's fine. It's okay.
It was fun. What a weird couple. What an odd
strange
couple. Very strange. And it's Ryan, his lack of just like words of affirmation, the ultimate being I love you to your wife who you've now been with for several months. The lack of sex and even talking about sex or intimacy, knowing damn well you're on a reality show about marriage and love and things that include that, which include sex. Like,
I just get so tired of these people, particularly pastors or pastors' children who go on TV and act like they're better than everybody else. You are on TV with all the rest of these people.
All the rest of us.
You are like, oh, I can't because of my Christian values. Well, there's other things about Christian values that don't expose you and your mess on TV.
On TV.
And here you are. Like, what?
Right.
Oh my God. It's just that sex has this like connotation, this societal pressure on it that Christian people use to put themselves on a pedestal. And it's so, or not even Christian people, I should say. People who are on staff at church use this all the time. Whether you're doing just like mission work or you're the pastor, like they use sex as this thing to make them better than other people. And that's what really drives me crazy about how Ryan is acting, especially with Clara, who seems to be very open about talking about sex. And you know what? They could be selling Adam and Eve right now, okay? They could be selling full-blown lube and all the rest of this. But here y'all go, okay? You don't want to be sitting here.
Ryan selling lube. Oh, God. That'd be a cold day in hell. Can't even get him to say the word sex.
I know. God. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so interesting. This Clara, someone who's like naturally, seemingly very open and sexual, and how that part of her life now is completely just like shut off.
Yeah.
Like completely just diminished. Anyways, next, Vincent and Brianna, all hunky-dory.
Oh my God, they look great. They look
great. Vincent grew in his hair or got some hair plugs.
I was going to say, is the surgery, is that one of the surgeries you can get at Atlanta? Cheap
I feel like
hairline surgery?
I think so. Because when I was looking at when they were doing recaps, they're showing footage from before. He had just a low cut. He had one of those hairlines that kind of reached back. But now on stage with the hair, that U was filled in. Where the follicles came from. Them shits don't just come back.
I don't know. But Vincent, if so, you need to tell us. You are the plug, sir. You need to tell us what's good.
Tell us what's good. Share the contact. God. Link it in the bio. Let the men know. Because it looked great.
Let everybody know. Yes, he'll be the next Dr. Miami, but for hair plugs.
For hair plugs in Atlanta.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Right? So that was cute. But yeah, Brianna, she's moved into his place, and they're actually currently buying a condo and planning a trip to the DR. And, they had a nice little cute moment where Vincent was talking about like how proud he is to like tell people that Brianna's an engineer and like just like how important that is for like young girls to see like this beautiful Black woman, dark-skinned woman out here with her man, and she's like a boss-ass bitch before him as an engineer. She works in the STEM fields, which is just huge to kind of like uplift. So I thought that was cute. And then they talked a little bit about Vincent's like sensitivity, and he finally kind of just like openly acknowledged his anxiety. Like what it is, what it was.
Yeah.
Millions
and he didn't want to.
People were watching him on TV.
Right. He didn't want to like break that fourth wall of like millions of people are watching me. Brianna, please, let's leave this salsa class. You know.
So I'm glad he got to kind of speak his side on that, and kind of also just normalize anxiety. We all have anxiety in terms of like, all
and
shapes
for
and
men
forms. It's not
too.
just for men too. It's not just girls like Virginia and Haley. Like we all deal with something.
Oh, man.
So yeah, Brianna and Vincent, nice, beautiful couple, all is well. Then they had a little moment with just the ladies to catch up. The highlight for me from that whole scene was the discussion of Haley and Jacob having sex.
Me too. I think it was worse than Caucasian sex.
Yeah.
I think it was a 1-2 punch.
God.
Oof.
So bad. So Haley was saying how she had sex with him because she was desperate to find a connection of any kind. She had tried
physical, emotional,
intellectual, everything. And so physical was like the last thing left. And she's like, all right, let's give it a whirl. That was the final straw. And it was not the business.
And can you imagine? He only eats eggs and red meat. Can you imagine the sweat? Oh my God. I can't even think about it. Right?
Dripping off of his nose.
You know it was.
Lips.
You know it was. Oh God. Oh man.
Oh God, sex with Jacob. He's just so boring. He's one of the most boring people on the face of this planet.
For sure. Yeah.
He's just not. His personality is so blah. And so you can only imagine. Was he going to whip out creativity and personality in sex? No, it's going to be exactly what Jacob is. Horrible, boring, bland, like boring as Caucasian sex. Oh Lord. But then I love how the ladies gave Haley some validation. They just all confirmed that they did not see it or ever see it with Jacob and Haley.
Them. Yeah.
They were, none of them were surprised that didn't work out. And Haley reveals that her and Jacob just haven't talked to each other. He blocked her on all social media. They haven't communicated since decision day, and sounds about right.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Hey guys, that's a little taste of this week's episode. If you want to hear the full recap,
head on over to patreon.com/2blackgirls1rose and sign up to get weekly recaps and other Bachelor content from us.
See you next week.